Take 6B camp.
The making of our first Crocodile Hunter movie, Collision Course, was big. Real big. Hundreds of people, tons of equipment, and monstrous sets. But I gotta tell you, the biggest stars of this movie are the dangerous animals of the Australian outback, like my favourite apex predator, the saltwater crocodile. And we're working with my real, fair dinkum, wild-caught crocodiles. What a challenge!
Fantastic. G'day, I'm Steve Irwin, and in this special program, I'm going to take you behind the cameras on my latest MGM movie, Collision Course, to show you just how dangerous it can be filming one-on-one scenes with animals that have the capacity to kill. This is the fear snake, the most venomous snake in the world. This is the bird-eating spider, the largest arachnid in Australia.
The king brown snake, heaps of venom, and crocodiles, like Monty. Graham, who always puts up a fight, and Charlie, the most unpredictable croc of all.
Crikey, this is gonna be one wild behind-the-scenes adventure.
Let's roll.
Here comes the slide, I don't wanna crawl up the side, and I gotta know where to hide, but I don't wanna end up inside. It's time for a close-up, roll sound, camera, market, all right, people, action! Gotta keep on rolling. Not enough, gotta get another pig.
Here comes Stevie,
Watch him on the TV.
keep it rolling.
Oh, baby, gotta give me all you got.
Our movie is the collision of the outback, my world, and the real world. Never know what's out there.
2,200 hours, the U.S. satellite was terminated over Australia.
This thing has enough documentation to change the power structure of the entire world.
Australia.
Thank God it's a friendly country.
Did you hear that? Can only be poachers. Our job is to relocate the croc into a section of the river where it'll never run into a conflict with poachers again.
The beacon's still moving. They're getting further away.
I nearly got him. Hey, that crocodile nearly got me, Suey.
Well, I think it's time we got what we came for.
These blokes mean business. You've been upsetting my croc. Lucky my wife's such a good driver.
This summer,
Me and
Steve Irwin,
Go at this, will ya?
the Crocodile Hunter Collision Course.
Making a movie such as Collision Course takes years of planning, months of shooting, and as you'll see later on, weeks and weeks of preparing untrainable, unpredictable animals. But right now, we're off to the remote Australian outback to film our first scenes with the world's most venomous snake, the fear snake, and one of the largest lizards on the planet, the Parenti.
There's certainly no airlines out on our first location. In fact, you're flat out seeing another car in a day.
The red sand dunes of the great Aussie outback can be the hottest place in Australia. And we just happen to be shooting the scenes on this next location in the middle of summer. It's the hottest time of year. And crikey, it was hot, scorching hot, well over 140 degrees Fahrenheit. But the concern wasn't for ourselves, it was always for the lizards and how they were going to handle these extreme conditions. Terry, get around! Get the catching bag! Whoa, these lizards are like land crocodiles. Whew, and their teeth, they're like tiger sharks. And if you get too close, whack, they'll tail whack you.
Of course, there's a lot of shots that only someone with years of experience can shoot. And I'm the man, the only one who can do the job. I understand posturing and speed. So I gotta rig up all the gear to get the shot. Go, Wes, get him. We absolutely love our Parentis, and we think that this one's had enough, so we're gonna swap him over for another one that's still down in the nice, cool aircon.
Let's go for Pete.
We've brought along several nearly identical Parentis for this scene. We shoot a few sequences with one lizard, then change over to the next one. We want to make sure each lizard's out for a short period of time.
That was the best stuff yet. With fangs longer than most venomous snakes, working with bird-eating spiders was one of the biggest challenges we could have faced. You can't train them, and it's hard to predict just when they're gonna strike. They've got a very toxic venom and a lot of it. And if any one of us had taken a hit, we were miles from the nearest hospital, a long way from any help. And that made this next scene just as dangerous as working with the fierce snake. The research on bird-eating spiders is pretty well incomplete, and its powerful venom is a medical mystery.
Spider on set.
Well, you're going to have to watch your face, Steve.
We could do that one first. Set up now.
I want that spider, man. Look. All right. Okay, Wes, onto this bark. I'm going to hold it like this, so I virtually need it on that piece of bark there. Here we go.
Well, hang on a bit. We'll just see how she's going to go. She might suddenly arc up.
She's a very aggressive spider, and Dad and Wes are really concerned about her and me.
Turn over.
2, 3, take one. Okay.
That's mine.
Action!
This is the bird-eating spider. Have a look at this. The largest arachnid in Australia. These things make me nervous, and here's why. See her little legs sticking up? Whoa, 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 yeah! There's a strike.
She actually touches Steve rearing up, trying to use her weight to sink in the fangs.
I upset her. This is nature's way. She's a grumpy girl. She's a beautiful girl, all right. Really nice. You show she fangs, sweetheart. Have a look at the size of these things. Look at that. Oh, look at them, driving them into the stick. Woo, you can feel them grinding into the stick.
Whoa. Very, very good. Hey, very good stuff too. You followed in well. Good on you, David.
Crikey, what an aggressive spider! And she did great work. You couldn't do that with animatronics, that's for sure.
Good, Steve.
Come on, sweetheart. Back to your Winnebago, girl.
They're only small, but boy, can they run fast, strike hard, and inject a massive amount of venom. But it wasn't the spider that I was worried about. It was the animal wranglers that came with the job of doing my own stunts.
Here, quick, babe. Take the wheel.
One of our major chase sequences required the spider to act again.
Try not to hit any bumps.
Be careful, Steve.
Remember, you've got a Croc on board.
I know you're upset. I see that. Yep. I know you're upset, sweetheart.
The spider's striking with aggression, so I have to use a soft bristle brush so she doesn't hurt herself. And have a go at the size of her fangs. You wouldn't want to take a hit from her, and I have to gently coerce her into a little travel container. She's so upset, and I don't want to hurt her.
How's the size of those fangs? And you can actually feel it driving.
This is, of course, inside the truck. There's chaos taking place as we're doing a really fast car chase. There's a bird-eating spider, fangs loaded, ready to go. There's the Joey and Suey and complete turmoil.
For this shot, the spider has to sit on the dashboard while Terry is driving me four-wheel drive during the dramatic chase scene. Now, Wes is wearing gloves to wrangle the spider, but the fangs on this girl may be able to penetrate the leather. And if she gets away, who knows where she's gonna go.
Right.
Stand by. Yep. Still there. And roll. And action.
This scene on the dash is pretty controllable. I'm able to use the brush, Wes has got his gloves, but once it gets away and he has to grab it, she bites him.
Oh,
Then grab me on the glove.
Doesn't it grind?
Yeah.
Their fangs actually, they just...
Yeah.
That's a good quantity of venom.
Hey, Wes, I'm confident the spider's not going to bite or
Like that?
drill her fangs into it. What about you?
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah, I'm willing to risk her leg. How about
me
you?
too.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. It's very brave of you.
Now we've got to try and get the spider to run up Terry's leg.
Not too rhythmic with that right leg there.
And if she looks like she's scared, it's because she is. There's nothing between her and its fangs. Oh, Terry, look out. Spider's loose. Wes has got it. No problem. Under control.
Thank goodness that's over.
Hey, mate, that was sensational, mate. Really good.
I don't think a handshake will do.
What do you want? You're all woman, you know that?
Spider woman.
Another highly venomous snake, the king brown, was the star of one of our major chase scenes in Collision Course. But it came with a couple of problems. You see, the day before shooting, our hero snake started to shed its skin, and that meant we had to use a backup snake who had an unphotogenic head. A skin shed meant the hero snake would be much more agitated and grumpy, and an even bigger danger for me doing complicated manoeuvres. Now watch carefully as my snake decision nearly caused me a disaster. Isn't he gorgeous? This is where your journey ends, mate. Danger, danger, danger. See ya.
It's decision time. Which snake do we use?
That's what it... Yeah, never picked that. Well, okay, close-ups only. Let's have a look at head hit.
Excellent. Happy with that one, Dave? Yeah, that one's good.
Cinematographer David Burr is not getting too close at this point. The memory of the fierce snake is still pretty fresh. So who's the star? Is it the cranky one who's shedding his skin, or the bloke who's not so good looking?
Wes and I decide that I really need to feel both snakes, to see what temperament they've got, see how aggressive they are, heated up, ready to go, or cooled down. For this scene, I actually want the quieter of the two snakes, because we're going to be going flat out like a lizard drinking on the back of a four-wheel drive and grab the snake 1/3 down its body, which puts me right fair smack in its strike range. I hope I got the right snake. To test the right focal length, the light and the actions, we actually use a plastic snake. There's no use stressing out the snake or running the risk of getting a bite before we do the shot.
Let's go. Well, just do a see ya. Just so I've got a little cap off if we need it.
Okay, we're geared up and we're just about ready to roll. Out with the real snake and watch this. Oh, mouth open, strikes right at me. There's dust, our vehicles are going flat out. If I drop this snake, it's gonna go right into the crew and someone's gonna get tagged. I can't do a thing. I've just gotta ride this scene out no matter what. This is a really deadly mix. Cut!
What?
Hang on. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Get him, Wes. Okay, that's it for the snake, John. I hope you got it.
Yep.
Thanks, Steve.
Did you see that? Johnny mouth open. He's wild, mate. He's dead serious.
He's gone, yeah.
Yeah. So, it's back in the truck in the aircon, mate. You see the boys over there just going through another safety routine. Just don't want to take any chances. If you can imagine, that King Brown's probably got the best part of 300 milligrams of venom. And there was a bit of a glitch where I grabbed it, come out, mouth open, like almost a full 180, dropped this hand and grabbed the other as it swung through. If that snake had grabbed me, it would have unloaded probably 300 milligrams plus of venom. And the last guy that I know that got tagged by a King Brown, a lot smaller than that one, with nowhere near the venom quantity. He was in hospital for 9 months, cut his hand off, didn't pull it up, had to chop his arm off. Poor bloke, he's still recuperating. When we talk of stunt work and dangerous things around the cameras, you've got to have guys like Wes. He's the man. I would have to say he's probably the only guy in the world that I would ever attempt to do something like this with.
The beauty of the Crocodile Hunter is we make stuff work. We're only going to do it once, so we just have to go in for some close-ups.
Hand makeup for Wes, who is the only one who can be the close-up stunt double for the bad guy being dragged behind the car.
Could be 5 minutes. Hanging on, and off we go.
And I guess I'm the only bloke that he'd let dangle a venomous snake in his face.
Pull the snake out, and cutting.
Bag.
Good on you, Wes.
Nice.
Holy hell, good one, mate.
Look good? Good work, Steve.
You crazy bird, guys.
Now, you don't get any closer, do you? Like,
Actor Lockie Hume, who plays the CIA agent Wheeler, now gets dragged on a dirt road with the snake dangled at a safe distance.
Easing down, we're cutting.
Don't come in.
Don't come in.
Move back.
No matter how many times you rehearse safety, someone always makes a mistake. Wes saves the day again.
you sure you're happy, Johnny?
Well done, Wes.
Great job, and the snake was beautiful.
Don't go away, there's still more behind the scenes.
Steve, she's got a Joey. Come here. We might have a chance to save her baby. Oh, there's a girl. She feels cold.
Does she? I tell you what, mate, I'll nurse her. If you want to whip your shirt off, we'll give her something warm to cuddle up in.
They're cute and cuddly and just as unpredictable. But because of their baby status of eat, sleep, and play, we had to have some backup Joeys, so we didn't interrupt their important routine. One of the vehicles had been converted into a mobile animal nursery. It's full of absolutely gorgeous, identical orphaned baby kangaroos waiting in perfect comfort for their turn on camera.
Where's all my shoulder?
Yeah.
You ad lib it.
You got it.
Exit. Let's shoot the rehearsal.
Peter Miller takes over the job as the kangaroo's mother and looks after them. All the kangaroos we work with have been rescued, just like the action we're setting up for this shot.
And thanks, Pete. Here we go. Turn over.
No, it's fine.
Set. And action.
Steve, she's got a Joey.
Okay, one more.
Everyone really appreciates filming a scene with lovely little baby kangaroos instead of deadly snakes and spiders, but it's still hard work doing extra takes.
Set. And action.
Steve, she's got a Joey.
The only cover we probably could do with is just a close-up.
Like all babies, these kangaroos need special times to eat, drink their milk formula, and get a little bit of love. So when one isn't being a star, the next one's up to bat.
Good. Hey, what a sexy hottie. Terry wasn't bad too. That was good, Ted.
We've even got a special set of actors, twins, unusual in the baby kangaroo world.
One of the biggest scenes in the movie required Terry and I to be attacked by a large rogue crocodile lunging and striking at us from the water. So I decided we could actually use the real crocodiles at Australia Zoo and build the river sets inside the Crocs enclosures. Now, I was pretty confident that by using a food response, we could get the crocodiles to do the action. He's wild, all right.
Don't miss. This is very, very dangerous.
Those shots took months and months of work trying to get real, hardcore, wild-caught crocodiles used to cameras and boats. I tell you what, Agro hated it as soon as it went in there. So we're going to try and use food to get him used to it. He attacks Wes, no problem, but get him near that boat and he goes ballistic. Wes is trying desperately to distract him, give him some food, get him away from the boat.
I wonder, Charlie's never seen a boat.
We're thinking about swapping Crocs. Agro's not going to work.
Obviously, Agro's associating me and this boat with his capture. Yeah. Charlie should have been the obvious choice because he'd never seen a black boat in his life before and he was quite used to striking high in the air for his food. And he's one huge crocodile. The only trouble with Charlie is he's totally unpredictable. We'll never know where he's going to come from, jump straight into the boat and take us out.
So it was back to the drawing board. We got to set the boat in Charlie's pond for months, trying to get him used to it. And we got to get the boat exactly in the right position for the croc, for the camera, and for me and Terry to stay alive.
One thing's for sure, when you're in the boat and the crocs start coming around you, it's just panic. It's like sheer, unadulterated fear. And yet when you're catching them in the bush, you know they're not going to attack you, they're kind of running from you. But here, especially Charlie, he's a very naughty boy. He's a very naughty boy. And there's a good chance he'll just try and kill me and the boat and everything else that comes in here. Oh, here he comes. He's coming up, slowly. It's right on the corner of the boat.
This is great. This is good. Charlie's sussing out the boat. And this goes on for months and months. In fact, I've been to America to have another cartilage operation on a very damaged knee. I have a lot of trouble moving around, and my mobility is everything. If that isn't enough, the boat's chock-a-block full of water, but we can't get it out. We're just going to have to run with it. Wes is going to use a bamboo pole to try and play on the crocodile's greatest natural instinct, to hunt, kill, and eat. Have a go at this. Crocodiles are the ultimate ambush predator, and this, what you're seeing right now, is what makes him so dangerous. He just materialises. Woo! Did you see that for a hit? That crocodile gets up over his back legs out of the water. Yow! 3,000 pounds per square inch of pressure. Yes, strike. He even hits the boat. Whack! Can you hear his jaws coming together? And Wes is practicing getting the crocodile right where the camera's gonna need him. His head is like a piece of steel. This is working so well. Whack! Did you see that? That was an attack at Wes. That had nothing to do with food. Look at the gob on that bloke. He went straight past the food at Wes's head. Now I gotta try and get out. And there's only one way we're gonna do this. Give him something he can hang on to. So Wes decides to try and prompt him with the bamboo pole. If he can get him to bite that and wrangle him, we should have enough time for me to get out. Bites it. Look at me. Come on, Steve-o, get out. And Wes has still got him. Safe.
Now, just hold the boat firm there.
Well, that was a heck of a success. Coming up next, I go one-on-one with 12-foot crocodiles.
After weeks of getting Charlie used to the black dinghy and his territory, conditioning him with food from a pole, and Steve sitting in the boat every day, it was time for the big moment, to put all of the elements together for one final rehearsal. That meant I was to take my position well inside the strike range of one of our most dangerous and unpredictable crocodiles.
I can't believe Terry even got in the boat for the rehearsal.
Watch out, Terry, down. Stay still, Terry.
I've just got to try and keep Terry out of sight, because if he latches onto her, he will kill her. Bang.
Sensational, Wes.
With the rehearsal going like clockwork, it was time to put the whole scene down on film. We all hoped Charlie would behave for just one more day.
And it's D-Day. We started this film in the year 2000 and didn't finish it till 2002.
There's probably two things that we need to be aware of. One is Steve and Terry are going to be in that boat with the 12-foot crocodile, so that's the most important thing to remember. They're risking their lives to do this. We need to make sure that there's no shouting at each other, because Steve will be shouting at me, I'll be shouting at Steve, and I'll be shouting at other people.
If Terry looks like she's nervous, she should be.
When he hits your end, remember just to react.
Yes, don't worry, I'll react.
Good.
Okay, here we go. And Charlie is on. I've got my zoo crew stationed all the way around the set. Woo! Whack! He strikes. You can hear his jaws coming together. He's fair income. John Stainton knows that we can't do this time and time again because someone will die. So he gets cameras, lots of them, focused right on the action. The more cameras, the more shots he's got to work with. Bang! Charlie just keeps hitting repetitively. And I gotta try and keep Terry alive. He will focus on her, kill her if he gets half a chance. Have a go at that! Right at me head.
That was so good, guys. That was so good. Were you scared too? You looked it. That was so good.
There is absolutely no way any animatronics or clever camera work is gonna substitute for the real thing. The hardest hitting apex predator in the world. Whoa, we've got a problem. He's pulled under, we've lost him. Camouflage predator. He'll be setting up an ambush.
There he is.
There he is. He surfaced.
He's on his way. Okay, pull us in.
My crew honour him. What Wes has got to try and do now is lure him down to the other end so we can get out. And we're clear.
Part of this scene required me to have a one-on-one encounter in the water with the same rogue crocodile, but there was no way I'd attempt going in the same water as Charlie, so I decided to take the risk and jump in the drink with an old mate of mine, Monty.
Okay, we're rolling. Go. Let's go, Wes.
I've just come out of a knee operation, so Wes actually has to beat me in the rehearsal.
He's wide too, mate.
He's doing good. Oh, he hates Wes just as much as he hates me. And Monty, he's a beautiful old croc. 12 foot in length, and he's trying his guts out to kill Wes. This is perfect. The choreography is right on the money. Just what John Stainton wants. Monty's good, the pond looks good. Now all we have to do is wait for my knee to heal, build the set, and then I'll have to do my own rehearsals until John's ready to bring his film crew in. Monty is looking good. Now it's just a matter of setting up the cameras, me taking my bandage off, and shooting it.
We'll go as far as we can run the mag.
Monty's on, he's ready to go. We've got all this whiz-bang gear and technology, but guess who's in charge of the shoot?
Because if anything goes wrong, then Mommy's got to save Daddy, okay?
How's this? Bindi was nearly 2 years old at the start of the film and nearly 4 years old at the end.
Own photo taken. I know it's very hard to get to Dad.
One of the challenges that most movie crews don't have to face is a little child on location. Bindi went everywhere with us. She loves filming with Daddy.
It's very hard to get.
What did Mummy tell you? Oh, right. Well, I tell you what, you come down here. Daddy's going to go down here and be with the crocodile, right?
Yep.
So,
Daddy's with the crocodile down there in the water, Bindi.
do you want to watch? If you could watch and if you could yell out to Daddy, "Be careful, Daddy," that'd be really good. You'll help me then, okay?
Daddy!
Bindi, I see you down here.
Careful down, Daddy! Daddy!
Roll.
Okay, everybody listening.
Thank goodness John's got Bindi there.
Daddy says roll.
Mon.
Here he comes. Monty is a legend.
Hey! Hey, Terry, I got him! Hey, settle down.
And he's fair dinkum, fired up and ready to hit. How am I doing so far, Bindi?
Careful down! Careful down, Daddy! Daddy!
One of the only reasons I'm still alive and Monty hasn't grabbed me is because of Bindi.
Man, did you hear Bindi?
Isn't she gorgeous?
Can
I
we
am
just
so
get,
lucky
Monty,
to have such a fine crew backing me up.
And we're going to bring the boat around from the side.
Okay, push the boat.
This is all about teamwork. You're gonna have to see this to believe it. Monty is so naughty. Here he comes. Whack! Woohoo! He bit the front of me boat.
Cut. Excellent.
I'm glad you're happy with that shot, John.
You're kidding. Oh, have a look at this, Wes. Like a bullet hole.
Quarter of an inch of aluminium, straight through it. Coming up, the final capture.
The crocodile in the final capture scene was played by Graham, so he decided to take the advantage of a planned relocation from his old enclosure into a new via a purpose-built set on premises. Now, for added safety, we left Graham's jaws tied together until the filming started, and then I cut him loose, which spelt danger, danger, danger.
There's only one person in the whole world that could restrain and survive the might of a 12-foot saltwater crocodile. It takes 8 of our strongest blokes to wrangle Graham into position. Then Steve
When his
takes
jaws
him
are
on his
open,
own.
I want extra guys on the top jaw rope. Yeah. Because that's going to be your saviour.
Yeah, so it's behind.
I've been catching crocodiles since I was 9 years of age. It comes natural to me. But to jump on a 12-foot crocodile is something I've never done before in my life. And this is fair income. Nothing will beat reality. That's what this film is all about. And we're rehearsing, going through the hurdles of what's going to happen. But when it boils down to it, it's up to me. It takes over 8 blokes to hold him in position, and then I got to do my job. Dad's at the helm, making sure the blokes get everything in order, while I'm sitting on the sideline, just fully pumped with adrenaline.
How are we looking?
I need to get this top jaw rope in position.
Hang on, he's going to go. Don't roll. No, not yet, not yet. Okay.
Okay, standing by, and Wes.
Okay, go.
There's nothing more tense than this. Have a go at the size of this bloke.
He's cornered. Take this rope.
Steve-O. Get him. Whammo. I'm on him. I lock my shoulder into his shoulder. It's the only way I can avoid taking a head hit. Although his jaws are tied together, if he strikes me and hits me in the head, my head will split open like dropping a watermelon on concrete.
700. So we're right, we can...
John's tense, crew's tense, everyone's tense.
And we don't have to do that shot again. No. Let's cut the ropes.
Oh, okay. We got good stuff there. We got good stuff there, and the other camera was good too.
What do you reckon about that top and bottom jaw rope then?
Nah, you can't. It's a problem you can't afford to.
I want to take the top and bottom jaw rope off, but Wes and Dad, the 2 people I respect the most in this world, they are adamant you can't do it, Steve-O.
Try and get him to the boat, or we cut him loose here and say, we've got it off. The scenario could be getting this rope off.
Yeah, I think what we'll do is... cut that off while he's quiet. Cut the top and bottom jaw rope off while he's quiet.
I wouldn't. Too much everything then.
He does decide to go. Yeah. Terry, ready's her top jaw rope.
I think I know what I'm doing. Another couple of top jaw ropes and I can do it. I know I can do this.
Cut those top jaw ropes off, get out of the shot, and then Terry slips the 2 top jaw ropes on. We'll tie one to that tree, straight out there, so that's our angle.
It's pretty nice somewhere there.
Cameramen are happy. I'm happy. Here we go. He knows his jaws are free, and they're his weapons. He knows the power he's got. Cameras rolling, 3 cameras burning at once. Just got to keep the strain on the ropes. Come on, Terry. Come on, babe. Come on. Oh. Yeah, I'm glad that wasn't my arm. Boys are on standby. We're doing well. He's going great.
Okay, wait there.
And this is fair income. Graham is broken. He's actually jammed my neck under the boat. Terry has to lift it up so as I can free myself. He knows the boat. This is a wild-caught crocodile from North Queensland. He knows that boat and he doesn't like it, and he'll avoid getting put in it.
Hey, sorry about this.
Big, heavy weight. He's tired, I'm tired, and I'm able to get him into the boat. Backing it out, we've got the shots.
Yep, cut.
Don't go away, there's still more behind the scenes.
Making a movie like this means bringing hundreds of people together for many, many months, and everyone becomes part of a close family unit. The ending is very hard. The experience certainly has enriched our lives.
On that note, Dave, it's been a real honour working with you, and together we're achieving the greatest possible film on the face of the earth. And just like I say, thank you very, very much,
Thank you, Stevie.
And you're my mate.
Thank you very much.
And it was a stack of fun making it. We created something that we hope will not only give you, our audience, a couple of hours of fun and excitement, but will give a very important message to the world about our wildlife and its conservation. Crocs rule!
Here comes the slide, yeah. Gonna wanna crawl up beside me. And I gotta know where to hide, but I don't wanna end up inside. Get tight for a close-up. Roll sound, camera, market. All right, people. Action!
Keep it rolling.
Gotta keep on rolling.
Camera rolling.
Not enough, gotta get another take.
Here comes Stevie.
Watch him on the TV.
Keep it rolling.
Do it, baby, gotta give me all you got.